And if you're playing music, let's play it together. In 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. So find a comfortable place to sit. We're going to be here a while. So make sure you're comfortable. If you prefer to lean against the wall and sit against the wall, please do that. But amongst the first stages of the practice, if you need to change position after a while, that's completely okay. Yeah, if that's what you need to do. So whilst you take your time to arrive into that place, I'd like to welcome you all. I'd really like to extend my gratitude for you joining me this morning. And this 2-hour practice has been inspired really by many things. On this particular day, we celebrate the super blue moon. So we're really looking to evoke the energies around this day. So our practice will be honoring the moon and her watery elements. So very sort of feminine practice. Our yin practice will represent an earthy style. But our meditation can perhaps be a time for us to come into stillness. So once you've found a place, let yourself be still, let yourself be quiet, let your body be quiet. If you feel comfortable to close your eyes, I ask you to do that so that you can really allow your attention to draw in. Noticing how you feel this morning without any attachment to stories or to any judgment. How have you woken up? Have you been busy? Have you been active already this morning? I invite you to drop your attention down to every part of your body that comes into contact with the ground, with the earth. Acting like a magnet to draw you down into this space and into this shape, so that you can find ease, so that you can find a surrendering, allowing your body to be still and quiet. Noticing your breath without changing it. And as you start to shift your attention onto one thing, maybe it gives way for you to recognize where your mind is being pulled. If your mind is agitated by something, and observing without any judgment, not giving yourself a hard time, maybe we can take a moment of reflection to think about our group intention. We all have come together this morning for a similar reason, a similar purpose, to share our enjoyment of yoga. But you all have your own individual motivation this morning, your own reason for stepping on your yoga mat and joining this class. So thinking about that, thinking about your own intention. And it need not be loaded. Maybe for you it's purely physical, and that's okay. But energetically, this could be said to be an opportunity for us to face our fears. This blue moon is asking us to face our fears and to step into our power. And as we enter this last phase of the year, an opportunity perhaps for us to look at areas where we are ready to evolve from. Maybe there's areas of your life that you've outgrown. You're ready to shed those layers and step into the next phase of your life, next phase of this year. So we'll be moving through practices which will evoke the qualities of earth and water. We'll be working with the group muscle, the hamstrings, but also working with the heart, working with the heart center so that we can find courage. We can kind of find courage to step into our power, whatever that might mean to you. Let us take 3 ohms. Take a long clearing breath in. Exhale completely. Inhale, prepare. as we enter our next phase of meditation or reflection, I'd like to invite you to invoke the energy of Kali. Kali is the goddess of time, of change and destruction. She is often misrepresented as evil, as destructive, as negative. She is representative of the feminine aspect of our existence, of Shakti. She is the energy inside of you that is wild, empowered, and loving. This energy is involved in the life-death cycle that we see everywhere. We see it in nature. Every corner we turn, we see it. We see it in the seasons. We see it in the day. We see it in our breath. And this energy keeps you growing and transforming. So is there something that you wish to change? Is there something that you wish to alchemize, shift from a lower, heavier, and sometimes more dormant energy, fear, anxiety, worry, concern, guilt, shame? And are you ready to change that into love, trust, faith? And sometimes all we need is courage. We can honor and recognize the difficulty, but we always have a choice. We always have a choice to turn toward love. Always. So as I invite you to sit for the next number of moments, I invite you to meditate on Kali's qualities. She embodies feminine energy, she embodies creativity, she embodies fertility, growth, transformation. But in order for something to change and evolve, something must pass, something must die, something must be left behind. Whether that's something physical, whether that's something that you're moving through in your time, in your reality now, or whether it's just a thought process, whether it's just a behavior or a belief system. If you notice during this phase that your mind is doubtful, maybe voice in your head saying this is daft or you feel uncomfortable, this is all okay. This is just your ego keeping a check. So try not to attach to any story. Just allow yourself to move through the process. If you face doubt, if you face fear, acknowledge it and then return to your heart. The energy of Kali fills you with courage and makes you more powerful than the problems you face. The energetic vibration of love is so much stronger than fear. So to draw your attention to the space behind your closed eyes, connecting to the vision that you wish to see. Raising up from what scares you, what you're afraid of, moving beyond your heart with love, with courage, and then seeing the story play out that you wish to journey through. Connecting with your third eye, intuition, clarity, visualizing yourself as the person that you wish to be. So drawing your attention to your breath for me now, and take a deeper breath in. Holding the breath at the top. Draw the chin to the chest so the breath is inside the body. As you lift the chin, exhaling through your mouth completely. Close the mouth, draw the chin to the chest. Keep the breath outside the body, draw in from the pelvic floor, draw in from the lower belly. Breathe in, lift the chin. Hold, drop the chin to the chest. Exhale. Hold. Take a natural breath in and out. And start bringing your attention back to your body. You may wish to slowly uncross your legs for me. Come to lie down, yogis. Stretching out if that feels good. Yawn if you need to yawn. Taking a pause And just allowing your body to respond. Just noticing any sensation or feeling, any tingling, pins and needles perhaps in your legs. And then we'll prepare for our first yin shape. So staying laying on your back, bring your right knee in and taking hold of the foot with your right hand. And you can have your left leg straight, or you can have your left foot on the floor here. It's entirely up to you. If you're not sure, try both and then figure out which one best serves you. We're going to take this for 3 minutes. Keeping your eyes closed, perhaps, so that you can stay in that gentle, introspective space. You're coming up to halfway, so just notice anything that you need to change. And that might be something simply as simple as relaxing your left shoulder a little bit more, or relaxing your eyes. And take a long breath in for me here. Deep inhale into your belly. And sigh the breath out. Take your time to release. Come to Shavasana. Take a minute here. Just noticing feeling, sensation in your body. Try and move into your body if you're still very much in the mind at the moment, and describing sensation, feeling, warmth, heat, movement. As you all know, our asana, our yoga asana, physical practice, is a representation of our consciousness. It takes us into this time space, into this reality, by bringing us into the body. And when we're in our body, we're more connected. We're able to make decisions based on what is right for us in this moment. Okay, yogis, taking the other side. Taking a hold of the left foot with your left hand. 3 little sweet minutes here. With these opening stages of our yin practice, connecting to the watery element of the moon. And the moon, Luna, she represents the yin, the feminine aspect of our nature. Shakti. And these areas of the body are maybe out of alignment, out of whack. It's when we can sometimes express fear and worry, concern, anxiety. And so we're constantly looking, aren't we, to find balance, steadiness, so that we can move up from a place of steadiness and security, of safety. You've got 1 minute left here, yogis. Take a more full breath in. A slow release out. And then steadily finding your way back to Shavasana, taking a pause. Noticing the legs, noticing the hips. You start to wiggle, move, stretch out, coming over to one side, and eventually coming up to seated for me. Okay, we'll take a seated forward fold. So taking the legs forward, something under your knees if your legs are feeling a little bit stiff. Okay, or if you don't have anything, you can just even bring your arms underneath your knees. Otherwise, allow your arms to drape onto the floor. Let the head bow down. You can support your head with something if you have a prop. So be a 4-minute hold. your mind is still wandering and busy and distracted, maybe as you fold forward here, you can bring your attention to the space behind your closed eyes, connecting with third eye. Connecting with the vision that you want to play out. You're halfway here, yogi, so changing what you need to change. Maybe as the 2 minutes have passed, there's a little bit more space. Maybe you feel gravity has started to work to your advantage. You can sink a little bit more into the shape. Or maybe you need to back out a little bit. Okay, so bringing your attention to your breath now. Take a deep inhale and a complete breath out. Bring your hands onto the floor, if they're not already, and use them to slowly sit back up. Take your time. Come into any rebound for me, whatever shape you need to, just to unravel from that. If you need to do something. And then maybe we can all meet in child's pose. Take any variation, knees together or apart, your choice. So we're starting to slowly move from the lower part of the body. We're moving up toward the heart center. So working with the shoulders a little bit more now. Maybe the arms are forward. Head down, relaxing your face. Maybe from here you can start tuning into your breath a little bit more. Maybe the breath becomes a little bit more active. You start to stir up fire with Ujjayi breath. And also allowing the mind to fix onto something, to anchor onto something. The mind likes to attach, right? We know that. And maybe you can give it something to do, something to focus on. Okay. And from here, I'd like us to explore Anahatasana, puppy dog. So coming forward to tabletop for me, bringing your weight into your knees. Paddle, cushion, pad, the knees up. With something here if you need to. Okay, we're going to come into puppy dog for 3 minutes. So if you want to bring something underneath your ribs, underneath your armpits, underneath your chest, then please do. If you feel extremely comfortable bringing the chest down or the head down onto the floor, then that's okay. But 3 minutes can sometimes be a long time in the shape of anything without anything underneath you. So choose wisely. If you need to change it, that's okay. So moving our intention, as I said now, to heart space, to throat, to arms, the way we communicate with ourselves, the way that we communicate with the world. And it's always a choice. We always have a choice. Allowing our words to come from a place of love, compassion, understanding, patience. You're halfway, yogis. Halfway there. Changing anything you can change. Okay, start to bring your attention to your breath. Take a deep inhale and a complete exhale. Start to think about bringing your weight into your hands, into your forearms, and bring your hips all the way down. That's it. Come to lie on your front. Let's take rebound in a front lying shavasana, taking your hands anywhere they need to be. Maybe you make a pillow, maybe your arms are by your side. And then start from here, yogis, to bring your hands underneath your shoulders and bend the arms like you're coming back into a cobra shape. Begin to press into the tops of your feet, lift your shoulders and raise the chest up. And then slowly lower back down. Do that a few more times in your own way, in your own time. Maybe connecting with breath. And the next time that you press up, start to bring the weight back into your knees and bring the hips back to your feet. Relax the face down. Making your way into cat stretch, shoulders forward and rounded. And then begin to look forward. Drop into the chest, bend your arms and lower all the way down onto your front. Pressing through cobra, lift the chest, lift the hips and then send the hips back. And then maybe you can connect that so there's no jagged edges, it becomes a fluid movement. Doesn't need to look a certain way, just do whatever feels right. And if you like, it doesn't feel right, you can just be still. Yeah, always. Then maybe the next time you choose to lift back into down dog, maybe the movement continues from your plank. Maybe. Wonderful. Just doing whatever feels appropriate. I've heard so many times that we shouldn't give the students too many choices. I think that's a load of nonsense, because you're all going to be so different. You're all going to need something different this morning. So do what feels appropriate. Next time you come back, either to your tabletop or to your down dog, come back into that shape and maybe hold it. Let the movement continue perhaps, so you're not static, but there's exploration. If you want to come into down dog for the first time, go ahead, lift your hips up and pedal out your legs. So we start to bring our attention back to the legs, back to our hamstrings, where we're working with the earth element. But try and keep a lightness in your heart, yeah? Fire in your belly. And then rise up onto the balls of the feet and lift your heels. Keep your hips high and keep your chest pressing backward. And then both of the heels down. Come onto the balls of the feet. Let the movement come from your hips, from your legs, rather than your back. Keep your back still and then lower. And again, one more time. Raise the heels up. And then lower. Come onto the balls of the feet. Look forward and start to walk your feet between your hands. Until you come into a forward fold. Take the feet wide for me and keep your knees bent. Take the hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. And start to move the arms away from the back of your head, like you're reaching them over. And then if you can, just try and explore maybe sideways movement. So your arms are going to stay behind your back, but I just want you to explore opening your shoulders in a different way. So maybe you're moving the upper body from side to side. Maybe the arms also swaying from side to side. And then ever so slowly release your hands down and peel up from your back as you roll to standing, arms dangling, head last. Come all the way slowly to stand. Join the feet together at the top of your mat. Take an inhale and reach your arms all the way up. Hands to heart center. Exhale, hand on your heart, hand on your belly. Eyes closed if it feels safe to do that. Reconnect for me, yogis. Reconnect to what inspires you to show up. Nothing else, nothing less, nothing more. Yeah. What inspired you to show up to your practice today, to you? And try and stay true to that. Taking the arms above you, deep breath in, open your eyes now. Let's forward fold, bend the knees and bring the hands down. Relax your face. Come to your fingertips or bring your hands to your shins. And take the right foot back, lower the right knee down. And reach your arms up. Breathe in, full belly breath. Downwards facing, hands down, left foot back. Find plank, shoulders forward, roll from your back as you press into the feet. And then lower the knees, the chest, and the chin, look forward. And then press back up for me. And then into downward facing dog, lift your knees and lift your hips up. Send the right leg to the sky. Point your toes, keep your legs straight. And then hug knee to nose and bring the foot between hands. Lower the back knee down. Send your arms up, reaching the fingers. We'll come into a forward fold. So as you lower the hands, move your back foot forward, fold the face down. And then rise up, arms above head, inhaling. Hands to heart center, exhaling. Arms to the sky, deep breath in.
Forward fold, all the way down, breathe out. Half lift, hands can stay on the floor. And then left foot back, left knee to the ground, arms up, breathe in. Downward facing dog, and breathe out. Find plank, move from your back, and then lower your knees, your chest and your chin. And then press the floor away, straighten your arms, tuck your toes, that's it. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Left leg up to the ceiling, pointing your toes, keep your knees straight. And then knee to the chest, step the foot through, lower the back knee down. Arms up, breathe. Yes, forward fold, top of your mat. Step your right foot forward. Come up to stand, deep breath in. Hands to heart center, deep breath out. Raise your prayer up, look up. Forward fold, all the way down. Halfway lift, look forward. Right foot back. Place the right knee to the floor and reach your arms to the sky. Full breath in. This time into half splits as you exhale. Bring the weight back. Straighten out your front leg. Curl the toes to your face and fold. Take any variation with your arms, your choice where they are. For 3. Softening the ribs down for 2. 1, start to bend the front knee, place the weight back into your left foot, and then left hand inside of the foot. Spin on your right knee so the foot turns off your yoga mat behind you, and then send your right arm to the sky. If this feels too much or you feel it in your lower back, bring your forearm onto your thigh. It's like a kneeling side angle pose, yeah? If your hand is down, press into the thigh so the hip is opening, but press the thigh bone back into your arm. You got it? And then to kneeling, take the arms out to the side, straighten out your left leg so the heel is sliding away. Hand to the shin, let the right arm reach up to the sky, open through your right hip, and then squeeze the back of your right hip, squeeze your right butt cheek, you got it. Back through center, and then bring your right hand to the floor and turn your left foot to the side. You're in a funky side plank, left arm up. Can you squeeze the back of your hips again? Send your pelvis slightly forward. If comfortable, hover your left leg off the floor. If you want to take the left arm overhead, you could also try that. Keep moving your pelvis forward in space. Good. Bring your left foot back to the ground and then look to your right hand, the one that's on the floor, and then both hands to the back of your mat and spin your right foot back. So you're in a tabletop, the left leg is straight behind you. Lift the left leg up as you inhale, arch your back. Knee to nose as you breathe out, round your spine. Twice more, lift the leg up, inhale. Knee to nose, breathe out. Last time, breathing in and breathing out. Send the left leg behind you, tuck your right toes under, yeah, and then take the weight into the right foot. If you can, and you're in a 3-legged dog with your left leg up, press into your hands. That's it, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Knee to nose and set the foot between your palms, right foot forward, forward fold, you're facing the back of your mat. Come up to standing, deep breath in, arms up. Forward fold, all the way down, breathing out. Halfway lift, full belly breath. Left foot back, left knee to the floor. Take your arms up, inhale. Fill your belly, your ribs, you got it. And then you're into half splits. Hands can be down or behind you as your front leg extends. Fold the ribs in and curl your right toes toward the top of your head. Wonderful, good. 3, 2, 1. Bend the front knee. Right hand inside of the right foot. Spin your left foot off your yoga mat behind you. Kneeling side angle, left arm up. That's it. Press into the right thigh bone. Yeah, you got it. There's going to be lots of confusion. It's all good. Out to kneeling.
And then you're going to send your right heel away, so your right leg is straight. Hand to the shin or the thigh as your left arm rises up. Particular attention to the back of your body. Think about your tailbone moving towards your pubic bone. So your pelvis begins to energize and there's stability around your lower back. That's it. And then cartwheel your left hand to the floor. And as you do that, turn your right toes to the side, right arm up. Again, tailbone to pubic bone, pelvis moving forward, side plank. Hover the right leg if you wish. Maybe the arm reaches overhead if you have space. 3. Good. 2. 1. Right foot down. Look to your left hand, the one that's on the floor, and then place your right hand down. Spin your left foot behind you. You're in a kneeling tabletop facing me, hopefully. Right leg rises behind you, arch your back. Knee to nose, round your back. Twice more like that. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time in, and one more time out. That's it. Send your right leg back. Okay, your left leg is on the floor, right? You're gonna tuck your left toes under. Bring your weight into your hands and lift your left knee off the floor. Press your chest back, 3-legged dog, maybe. Look forward and place your right foot forward between hands and then left foot forward. Forward fold. Come up to stand, deep breath in. Look up. Hands to heart center. Exhale. Okay, breathe in, arms rise above head. Forward fold, hands to the floor, relax your face. Half lift, breathe in. As you exhale, fold, hit the weight into the left foot, right leg rises, standing split. It's a transition. Try and gain height with your right leg and fold through the body so the head is bowing toward the left shin. Bend your left knee and step your right foot as far back as you can. You'll be in a lunge with your hands down. That's it, you got it. From here, allow the front leg to extend, straighten. Keep the back heel off the floor. And then bend the front knee, breathe in, lift the chest, try and keep your hands down. And exhale to fold, straighten the front leg. One more time, breathing in. And breathing out. Bend the front knee, reach your arms up. Option, the back knee can be down. If you feel like you need a little bit more support, lower the back knee. Say hello to your thighs. Hello, thighs. One more breath. Good, hands to the floor. Okay, straighten the legs and pivot the back heel down and turn the front toes to the sides. You're in a wide angle forward fold, facing the right edge of your mat, okay? Come to your fingertips, long breath in, lift the chest. Beautiful, fold forward, exhale. One more, deep breath in and deep breath out. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. You're gonna turn away from me, spin on the feet and lower the left knee down. Keep your left hand on the floor, reach your right arm to the ceiling and then reach it back. Maybe here you can bend your left knee and take the foot into the hand. Maybe. Otherwise keep the foot down. Move your hips forward. You can turn the chest to the right if there's a little bit more space to come into a twist. You can stay on your left hand or come to your forearm. If that makes sense for your anatomy, if that makes sense for your body this morning. Let's take another breath here. Make it count, make it matter. Release the back foot, frame the front foot, and then standing split. Shift your weight into the right leg, left leg lifts to the sky. That's it, you got it. We're here for 5. Keep the hands on the floor if you can this time for me, and use that resistance to pull yourself in and down. 2. 1, feet together, bend your knees. We'll take chair pose, arms up. Sink into your hips, and let your sitting bones drop down to your heels. Lower belly in. Beautiful. Forward fold, yogis, hands down, head to the shins. Halfway lift, breathe in. Weight into your right leg as you exhale. Left leg up, standing split, transition. Send it as high as you can. And then send it as far back as you can as you bend your front knee. That's it, you're in a lunge with your hands down.
And then lift your hips, straighten out your front leg and fold. Bend the knees slowly, look forward, inhale. Folding forward, exhale, straighten the front leg. One more like that, breathe in. And breathe out. Pivot the back heel down, turn the toes to the side, wide angle forward fold, long edge of your mat. This time, can you walk your hands underneath your pelvis toward the opposite side of your yoga mat behind you? Can you try that for me? And think about folding in half so your ribs are drawing underneath your pelvis. Yeah, you got it. Really nice. Walk the hands slightly forward, lift the chest and turn toward me. That's it. Bring the back knee down, left arm up. Reach it behind you and either stay here or bend the right leg and grab a hold of your foot, heel to the back of your hips. Open the chest to the side. You're doing amazing. Okay, release any hold. Frame the top foot and come forward into standing split. Right leg rises, hands to the floor. Let them plug into the ground and let that resistance draw you deeper into this space. One more breath in. One more breath out. Feet together, bend your knees deeply. Chair pose, arms to sky. Woohoo! Sink your hips down. If your knees are together, bring them together with energy, with fire. Yeah, if your feet are apart, don't change that, keep them apart. Forward fold yogis, relax your face. Breathe in, half lift, look forward. Okay, both feet back to plank now. Take both feet, set them back. Long breath in. Lower the knees as you exhale, chest in between the thumbs, but you're going to come back up. Press the floor away, straighten your arms, yes. And then into your downward facing. So we're skipping up dog. Okay. So now we move into another cycle of Mandala, but stop anytime you need to stop. Pause, rest, drink. Do whatever you need to do. Taking your right leg to the ceiling. And as you do that, see if you can relax your left ankle. Bring your left heel to the floor. Bend your right leg, the one that's in the air, begin to stack the hip. That's it, you got it. Energize your right foot so your toes are also participating in your practice. Beautiful. Hug your knee to your nose and bring the foot through as you look forward. Arms forward, chest low for 5. Back knee can be down if you prefer. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the left knee and reach your arms up, breathing in. Hands behind your back and interlace your fingers, make a fist. As you make a fist, point your index fingers toward the back of your knee. This is Kali Mudra, Charlie's Angels, right? Draw the hands down the back of your thigh and lift your chest up. You got it? Chest open for 3, 2, 1. Look forward, keep the hands where they are and tuck your back toes under. Pivot the back heel to the floor. You're in warrior 1 legs, okay? Again, inhale, lift the chest for me. But this time, fold into humble warrior. Shoulder to the knee. Can you keep your index finger pointed? For some reason, when I try this, it's insanely hard. Like, why is it so difficult? Notice how it's the mind. For me, it's the mind battling, resisting. One more breath, yogis. You're doing amazing. And then both hands to frame your foot, lift the back heel. Send your right arm to the ceiling. That's it. And then you're going to travel to the back of your mat. So you're going to look over your left shoulder, pivot the back heel down, and turn to the back of your mat. Your left foot's in front, right hand to the floor, left thumb up. Breathe in, twist. And then into plank. As you exhale, step your left foot back, lower your knees and lower your chest. And then you're going to press straight back up again. Breathe in, downwards facing dog. Breathe out. Okay, right leg, same. Send it to the ceiling and bend your knee. Stack your hips. Pause here. You're looking towards your left foot, the one that's on the floor, and I want you to relax your ankle even more. Send your heel to the ground. That's it, knee to nose and set the foot between your palms. Arms forward, chest low for 5. You're doing it. 4, good. 3, 2, 1, back knee down, arms up. Breathe in. This time we're in a half splits. Exhale, hands down. Move the weight back and curl the front toes to your face. Front leg is straightening for 3. Relaxing your face down for 2. And 1. And then transfer the weight forward. Come off the back knee. Place the left hand down and the right arm up. You're into a twist. Breathe in. You're going to turn toward me again. Over your left shoulder. Exhale. That's it. Left foot is in front. Right hand down. Left arm up. Let's find plank. Step the foot back. Lower the knees. Lower the chest. And then press back up again for me. Yes, yogis. Downwards facing. Well done. Let's walk our hands to the back of the mat and take a ragdoll. I don't know about you, but I'm woo. Take a pause. If it's your first time trying Mandala, you're doing an amazing job. Grab a hold of opposite elbow for me in ragdoll. Let your head dangle in between your arms. Feet, hips width or wider. And then from here, lift your chest, lift your upper body. Keep your arms above your head as you lift into a halfway lift. Maybe at this point, you can straighten your legs. Send your weight forward into the front of your feet for me. That's it. You got it. 3, 2, and 1. Lower, bend your knees. Keep the arms where they are, and then move your upper body to the right side. Hold it out there. It's like all this space across your left hip is opening, like you've had cobwebs in that space, and your breath is clearing it out. Good, and then come back to center, soften knees. Same to the left. Take your upper body over to the left. Keep your arms above the top of your head if you can. That's it. You got it. Beautiful. Come back to center. Release your hands, look forward, downwards facing dog. Take a deep breath in for me, guys. Let it through your mouth. Let go of sound if that feels appropriate. No one can hear you, right? One more time. Okay, left leg, send it to the ceiling and bend your knee, stack your hip, relax your right ankle to the floor. Engage your left toes so they are also doing every part of this with you. Square the hips, knee to nose, bring the foot between palms, arms forward, chest low for 5. Energize your back leg, send your heel back away from you as much as you're reaching forward. 3, 2, 1, back knee to the floor, arms up, breathe in, you made it. Hands behind your back, Kali Mudra. Point your index finger down and lift your chest up. Now can you squeeze the back of your right thigh even more? Good, prepare, look forward, humble warrior. Tuck your back toes under and pivot your back heel to the floor. Yes, shoulder to the knee. Move your ribs forward. Can you keep your index finger pointing to the sky? However much resistance you're fighting in your mind, can you keep trying it? 3, 2, 1, hands down, back heel up. Left arm to the sky, breathe in, twist. Turn to the back of your mat, over your right shoulder. Left hand down, right arm rises, inhale. And then you're into plank, step back, breathe out. Lower the knees, inhale, prepare. Exhale, lower chest. Lift, straighten arms. Downwards facing dog. Left leg centered to the ceiling. You got it. Bend your knees, stack your hips, spread your toes. Right ankle to the floor. And then knee to nose. Bring the foot through. Look forward. Arms forward in space. Body parallel to the floor. Upper body. 4. You're doing amazing. 3, 2, and 1. Lower the back knee, arms up. Woohoo! You're into half splits now. Hips back, front leg straightens. Any variation with your arms. Relax your face. 3, 2, and 1. Shift the weight forward, come off the back knee. Left arm rises, you're into a twist. That's it. Turn to the front, over your right shoulder. Left hand down, left knee down. Reach your right arm back. Take a hold of the foot if it's there for you. Hips forward, chest open. You're with your breath for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, release it. Come into plank for me, right foot back, breathe in. Lower the knees and the chest as you exhale. And then press up. Yes, downwards facing dog. From down dog, look to the space in between your hands. Either walk or hop your feet into that space. Forward fold, release. Come to stand, inhale, arms above your head, deep breath. Hands to heart center, exhale. Take a pause. Hands on your heart, hands on your belly, or arms by your side. Reconnect. And take your arms to the sky, yogis. Deep inhale. Folding forward, breathe out completely. Halfway lift, inhale, look forward, long back. And then into plank, step the feet back. Lower the knees, the chest and the chin. This time we'll find our way to cobra. So bring your hips down, lift your shoulders, keep your elbows bent. Inhale. Lower the chest, exhale. Arms by your side, keep your feet down, but raise your upper body up. Breathe in. Lower the body, exhale. Now the legs as well. Keep your arms back behind you and lift. You got it. Releasing. Hands under shoulders, press back through bent knees. Downwards facing dog, let the hips rise. So we keep adding onto that little sequence that we've built through our mandala sequence. Rest anytime you need to rest. Send the right leg to the sky, bend the knee, stack the hip. Look to your hands and come onto the tips of your right fingers. The chest is up. That's it, that's it. Start to slowly transition to wild thing. Bring your right foot behind you off your yoga mat and take your right arm overhead. Keep your left leg straight if you can. Stay on the ball of your right foot so that you're using the energy in the back of your right leg to lift you. Yeah. High. Look to your left hand and bring your right hand to the floor, right leg up. Breathe in. Foot through between hands. Breathe out. Arms forward, just one breath in here. And then exhale, knee down, arms up. Take a pause, breathe in. Half splits. Exhale, press into the front heel. Hands down or arms behind your back, your choice. Transition here into warrior one. You can do without your hands if you can. Come off your back knee and pivot your back heel to the floor. Yeah, we'll all meet in warrior one. If you're confused and you're facing away from me, just turn forward. It doesn't matter if you need to, yeah. Okay, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, humble warrior, prepare, inhale, lift your chest. Fold forward, knee to the shoulder. for 5. Chin to the chest, head down for 4. All of your attention into your back little toe, just for a moment. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hands down, back heel up, right arm rises. You're in a twist. Breathe in. Yes. Turn to the back of your mat as you exhale. Right hand down, right heel off the floor. Send your left arm up. You're in a twist. Yes, yogis, you've got this. You've got this. Revolved half moon. Keep your arms in the shape that look down. Move your weight forward into your left leg. Walk your right hand forward and raise your right leg up. Keep your hips square and let the twist come from your ribs, from your shoulder, your arm. You're doing it. You're there. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Both hands down. Woo. Right leg up, standing split. And then step back to plank. Deep breath in. Lower the knees, the chest to the chin as you exhale. Cobra pose. Inhale, lift your ribs and your shoulders. Well done. And exhale to lower. Arms behind you. Lift your arms, keep your feet down. Inhale. Lower your ribs, exhale. And now with your legs as well, arms back. Lift your legs up. That's it. And lower. Hands under shoulders. Come back through bent knees into downward facing. Let your hips rise. Now we just follow the sequence. Right leg up. Inhale. Bend the knee. We're going to stay here. Exhale. Stay here. Breathe in. Knee to nose. Exhale. Foot between palms. Look forward. Arms forward. Chest low. 1 breath in. Lower the back knee as you exhale. Arms reach to the sky. You got this. Inhale, we stay. Exhale, half splits. Press into the front heel and move your hips back. Breathe in to hold. Breathe in and out to hold. Take the weight forward. Warrior 1. Arms up, back heel down. Hands behind your back. Prepare humble warrior. It's in you now. Trust yourself. Breathe in, lift the chest. And breathe out to fold forward. Just 1 breath in. Hands down as you exhale. Lift the back heel and then send your right arm up. Turn to the top of your mat if you know where that is anymore. Right hand down, left arm up. We're into plank. Left foot back. Lower your knees, lower your chest. You're going to come straight back up again. Don't get too comfortable this time. Straighten your arms. Yes. Downward facing dog. Okay, we have a choice here. Downward facing. Before we do the left side, you can take child's pose if you need. Or if you want to have a go with an inversion, you can prepare for headstand. You can prepare for forearm. If you prefer to stay in down dog or come to child's pose, that's okay. Yeah, make it your own. And I love that you're doing that. I love that you're doing what makes sense for you right now. Amazing. If you're upside down, start to make your descent. If you're in child's pose, make your ascent, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. This is your last slide of Mandala. Okay. Downward facing deep inhale for me, guys. Maybe there's sound as you breathe out. Let it go. One more breath in. Last breath out. Left side. 2 sequences of left side, okay? Left leg rises. Bend your knee, step your hip. Look to your hands first, so your chest is lifted. Come onto your left fingertips. Then into wild thing, step your foot off your yoga mat and lift your hips in your heart space. All of that energy moving to your heart. Start to slowly look to your right hand and come back through three-legged dog. Left hand down, left leg up. Breathe in. Foot through between hands as you exhale. You got it. Arms forward. And then lower the back knee. Reach your arms up. Half split. Send your weight back. Straighten your front leg and fold. Without the hands, if you can, transfer into warrior one. Where you take your weight forward, arms up. Come off the back knee and pivot the back heel down. Yeah, you got it, good. Hands behind your back, interlace fingers, prepare. Humble, inhale. Shoulder to knee, breathe out. You're here for 5. What a beautiful offering to Mother Earth. 3, 2, and 1. Hands to the floor, back heel up. Left arm rises, you're in the twist. Turn to the back of your mat. Your your right foot's in front. Send the right arm to the sky. Now from here, yogis, you travel into revolved half moon. Take your weight into the right leg and walk your left hand forward. Left leg rises as your right arm rises. Turning the ribs to the right side. That's it, you've got it. Beautiful. And then into a standing split as a transition. Hands down, square the hips, and then lift your left leg. Yes. Step back into plank for me. Deep breath in. Ah, beautiful. Lower your knees, your chest and your chin as you exhale. Bring the hips down, you're in cobra. Inhale, and then lower the chest, exhale. Arms by your side, palms facing the floor. Raise your upper body to keep your legs down, that's it. Oh, good, and then exhale, lower. And then everything together, arms, legs, upper body, breathe in and breathe out to lower, so nice. Hands under shoulders, press back through bent knees, arriving in your downward facing dog, knowing this is your last cycle, yeah. Your last expression to move through. Take your left leg to sky, inhale, bend the knee as you exhale, hold. Inhale to hold. Square the hips and bring the knee to chest, step the foot through. Arms forward, 1 breath, keep the chest low. Drop the back knee and reach your arms up. Breathe in. You got this, half splits. Breathe out, lower the chest and send the hips back. Take the weight forward, warrior one. Arms up, back heel down. Hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Make space across your collarbones, breathe into it. And then offer it down. Be humble. Forehead to the toe. For 5, you're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, back heel up, left arm up. You're in a twist. Breathe in. Yes. Turn to the top. Exhale. Right foot's forward, left hand down, right arm up. Whoop, whoop. Well done. Into plank for me, guys. Step the foot back. Inhale. Lower the knees, the chest, and we're going to come straight back up again. Exhale. Inhale, press. This time come to child's pose. Bring your hips back. You're like, oh, I thought you'd never ask. And without any judgment, without any attachment to story, check in, tune into how you're doing.
Okay, my beauties. We come to our standing and seated sequence now. Okay, so when you're ready, I invite you to find down dog. We'll close this cycle of mandala by coming to the top of the mat. So from down dog, look forward, step or hop your feet in. And then rise up to stand, deep breath, press into your feet, reach your arms above you. Hands to heart center, take a pause. Close your eyes if it feels safe to close your eyes. Mother Nature is so giving in her teachings, in that she offers us lessons in every turn, in every breath, in every day, in every cycle, every season. And the same can be said for our practice. When we close a cycle, we close a practice, we always have opportunity to learn. Take a deep breath in and reach your arms up for me. Open your eyes. As you exhale, completely fold all the way down, relax your face. Come to your fingertips or keep your hands flat as you look forward. Let's step back to down dog here. Both feet back, chest pressing back. Take your right leg to the sky for me. Deep breath. Bring the knee to nose and step the foot between palms as you look forward. And then shorten the distance between your feet. Bring your back foot slightly forward and turn it out. Prepare for pyramid pose. Hands to blocks if you need to. And then raise your chest up. Inhale. And fold along your front leg as you exhale. We're going to stay here for 5. Your hands can be forward. They can be under your shoulders, or you can walk them back if you wish. For 4. 3. Long breaths for me. 2. And 1. Start to walk the hands forward if they're not already. I'm going to turn to a wide angle forward fold, facing the long edge of the mat. So still on the feet. Walk your hands underneath your pelvis, or grab your ankles if you prefer. So if you wanted to take an opportunity again here to hum upside down, if you're in a phase where you're practicing tripod headstand, for example, you can come into tripod, or you can just hang out in a forward fold. Maybe grab the back of the ankles with your hands and use that resistance to fold into it. Fold from the crease of the hips and pull your ribs underneath your pelvis. Lengthen your neck out so there's space between your shoulders and your ears. Beautiful. Wherever you are, we're all together in an immersion, this beautiful opportunity to bring all the blood from our heart to our brain. Beautiful, guys. Start to make your descent. If you're upside down, come to your fingertips and inhale, look forward. And then walk your hands to the top of your mat, spin on your feet, lift the back heel. And start to travel into a standing balance. So move your weight into your right foot, look forward, and bring your left knee into your chest. Foot's off the floor, hands to your shin. Straighten your right knee for me fully, so your right leg is carrying you. From here, we'll take dancer. Kick your your left foot back into your left hand. Take the inside edge of the foot if you can. Start to lift the thigh and the knee and reach your right arm forward. You've done all the work for this already here. Yeah. Beautiful. And then slowly bring the feet together for me, releasing a hold. Take your arms up, deep inhale, reach up to the sky. Forward fold, exhale, come all the way down. Yes, halfway lift, inhale, look forward. Let's come back to plank. Step both of your feet back. Lower the knees, lower the chest and the chin. Yeah, into cobra. Inhale. Downwards facing dog. Exhale. Beautiful, guys. Left leg. You're doing amazing. Send it to the sky for me. And then bring the knee in and step the foot through between your hands. Shorten the distance between your feet. Set up for pyramid. Back heel slightly turned in. Toes out. That's it. Long spine. Inhale, make space. And then exhale, fold into that room. You're here for 5. Maybe the hands walk back. And you turn your hands around so your fingers are walking behind you. Yeah, that's it. And then pull your face into the space. Beautiful. Come forward with the hands if they've gone any further. And then you're going to turn to the long right edge of your mat. Yes. Okay, yogis, try and keep your hips where they are and your legs straight for me. Walk your left hand towards your right ankle. Left hand, right ankle. Yes. Maybe the right arm can reach up to the ceiling and you turn into a twist. Pull the ribs back in space. And then with your left hand, can you pull your body in towards your right knee? Yeah, that's it. That's it. And then slowly you're going to change. Look down. Right hand walks across. Left arm opens. Pull yourself into it. Yeah. And slowly unravel from your twist. Walk your hands to the top of your mat, spinning on your feet. Your front knee is bent. Be prepared to travel forward into a standing balance. Shift your weight forward and bring your right knee in. Catch a hold of the shin for a pause. Straighten your left knee. Taking dancer. Right foot back into hand. Lift the knee away from the floor. Beautiful. Release your feet together. Tadasana. Beautiful, guys. Inhale, arms up. Forward fold. Soften into the space. Halfway lift, deep breath in. Straight back to downward facing dog. Exhale. Okay. Let's send the right leg to the ceiling as a preparation. Bring the foot through between hands as you look forward. I'm going to come to a seated twist here. So take your back leg behind your front and come to sit down for me. If this shape doesn't work for your body, extend your underside leg. Okay. Let's take our arms up together. Inhale. And we're going to twist to the right as we exhale. You got it. Staying here and use your inhale to make space. Try not to drop into it. Try not to lose it as you breathe out. Think of the ribs pulling into the center, in toward your solar plexus, rather than dropping down back into your hips. Maintain. Beautiful. Unravel from your twist. Yogis facing forward. Your top leg is now going to draw back behind you as your fine pigeon. Right leg back. Reposition your front leg as you need. Any variation here. You can come into a forward fold. You can take a hold of the back foot into a balance or a bind. Get what you need from the shape.
If you've taken any bind or balance, maybe taking the time to release your back foot. We'll come to hands and lift the chest up. And then sit over to your left so that you can bring your back leg forward once more. This time we'll bring the feet together, the knees together. We'll take this as a transition, coming to boat, bringing the arms forward and raising the legs. You can either choose to stay here or take your first two fingers to your big toes, opting to keep the knees bent, or you can straighten your legs. And with grace and with trust, can we come into forward fold here? Paschimottanasana. Can you keep hold of your feet? Can you lower your legs? I know. I don't know what it is about this transition, but you're like, I'm going to make so much noise. I'm going to break the floorboards. I don't know what it is. Oh, the trust. You're like, man. Release your toes and fold. It's all good. Nothing bad happened. We're okay. Take a deep breath in here, guys, and a deep breath out. And then using your hands to sit tall, crossing your ankles, or sweep your legs behind you, downward facing. This is your last sequence, and then we're into yin. So you're doing well. You're doing amazing. We're nearly there. Sending the left leg high as a transition. Deep breath. Step it between your hands as you breathe out, and then you're into a seated twist. Right knee comes behind left. That's it. Send your arms up, breathe in, twist to your left, exhale. Keep your breath going. Take any variation. And then releasing from your twist, yogis, finding your way to pigeon. Take your top leg back. Either taking your back foot into your hand for a bind or a balance, or leaning forward and coming into a fold. If you're bound, gently release. If you're forward, steadily lift up. Once more, we drop over to the right and bring the back leg forward. Okay. This time we can use this transition as an opportunity to come back into plow. So making sure that you have space behind you if you're coming into the shape. If you're not inverting or you're not coming into plow for whatever reason, you can by all means come to the wall and take legs up the wall. So taking the toes, sitting in between your sitting bones and your sacrum. And remember, the floor is much closer behind you than you think. So don't give yourself too much welly, yeah? Otherwise you might come into like a roly-poly, and that's okay. Sending the legs up. And then if comfortable, you're gonna drop back onto your shoulders. So rolling back. Sending the toes back. Either keeping a hold of the toes or bring your hands to your back. In yin, this is called snail. I love that name. When I think of snail, I think of the security that the creature has of its home, of its shell, how fragile it is as well, but how it retreats inward, finding safety, security. And that's what we're doing. We're working with these lower energy centers and moving away from fear and moving into trust, moving into familiarity, into safety. Take your time, yogis, if you're in plow, to transition through your shoulder stand. Take your legs to the sky, hands to the lower back. And then from here, slowly beginning to release to Shavasana. Bring the knees to the face, lower the hips and the back, lower the feet. Take a pause, especially if you've come into plow. Allow your back, your spine to just respond from that. That might have been quite strong for you. So just allow yourself to take a pause. I would like to momentarily set up for the final yin posture before relaxation. And the offering for this practice is fish pose, depending on what type of equipment you might have at home. So if you don't have bolsters or any yoga cushions or anything like that, and you have blankets or cushions, that might be a really nice alternative. Or if you just have something as humble as a blanket, I'll show you how that might look for you. So taking a rolled up blanket, you're going to lay down and take the blanket so it's across your upper back, across your shoulders. And that might be enough for you, okay? If you have anything else that you can use as a prop, such as a bolster, or even if you have a couple of books that you can wrap up in blankets to give you a little bit more height, you can place it across. This is going to come across your upper back, okay? So for me personally, I'm going to bring something behind my head as well, all right? So that your head isn't dropping back completely. If you're not sure, I'll just quickly demonstrate it. And your arms are going to be like, oh, what to do with my arms? But it doesn't matter. Be wherever you want to be with your arms. So we're really moving into the heart, we're moving into the throat, we're moving into the arm line. So we're not taking it to the lower back, it's coming across the back of the ribs, the back of the shoulder blades, and the head is also supported by something. The alternative is to lie completely flat in Shavasana. Okay. And this shape, I'd like to invite you to stay as a yin hold for 8 minutes. So if you're not happy, if there's something niggling in you now, change it, see to it, so that you can be content for 8 minutes. We have done the work. You have done the work now to shift from the lower vibrational energies that can sometimes keep us trapped in our limited beliefs. And we have transcended them up toward the higher energy centers through our heart. We're sitting in that place now. We're residing in that space. Closely connected with the throat, our expression, our ability to speak our truth, our ability to believe in our truth, believe in ourselves. You're halfway. Allowing yourself to sink even more deeply into the shape. Relaxing any urge to be in control. Allowing yourself to reside in your heart. Allow your attention, your ease to draw back slowly to your body. And I ask that you take your time to release, especially if you have anything underneath you, if you have support, cushions, bolsters underneath your body. Rolling to one side, perhaps, with your knees bent. You're preparing for Shavasana. Adding layers. Make sure that you're warm and you feel comfortable. As you come to rest, allow everything to stop. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Let go of any control. Give your body, your mind, your spirit a chance to let go.
Allow your attention to be gently aroused. Knowing that you can stay where you are as long as you need. Allowing movement to occur where it makes sense to move. And as you move your body, I invite you to give it thanks. I invite you to embrace yourself with gratitude. Your incredible home. And when ready, in your own way, come to sit, come to join me. If we can bring our hands together in symbol of union of ourself, of every part of ourself coming together. Bowing our head toward our heart. May we be in alignment with that at all times, that our actions, our words, and our thoughts come from a place of love, of compassion, empathy, kindness, patience toward ourselves and toward others, and know that we always have a choice. We can recognize the fear, but we can also turn away from it. We can turn toward the light, we can turn toward love, and we can step into our power. Let's come together with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, peace, peace, peace. Take a deep breath in, let it go. Let's chant. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I bow to you. I bow to you for your love, your dedication, your commitment to yourself, your dedication to your practice. I honor and respect that with all my heart. Thank you for joining me this morning. Namaste. Have a marvelous day in the rain. And I'll see you soon. I'll be